We sold over $100,000 worth of coaching. Did we make any money? No, we didn't. We literally didn't make any money because we sold, but then we tried to scale, but we were investing into things that didn't make us money in the first place. Because what was making us money in the first place was, establishing a relationship, like parasocial relationships through the podcast, right? We were kind of hitting this, like, it was interesting. We were hitting a trend, which was use of automation, and we were talking about that. And we were doing something different, right? We were lucky to some extent that it happened like that because it was like a growing trend, but we were talking about that trend in like a long form format, which is a podcast, right? And so it was very unique. Like no one was really doing that before us. No one was doing a podcast long form content about use of automation. And there was a lot of people in the market who were researching that, and then they would end up in our podcast and they're like, oh, wow, okay, this is cool. So it was like, we were kind of lucky, luck, like we were lucky for sure that we hit that. And then, but we were also very dumb because we were like, yeah, let's try this. And we were like basically looking at what others are doing. We were like, let's try to scale Insta, let's try, and all those can work, but it was funny. It was a great experience, great time, man. And we were like, angry at each other, and we were all the ups and downs, and it was a lot of fun. We learned a lot, sold a lot, we traveled a lot together. We have good memories. We attended Mastermind in Dubai, and we went to Spain. We tried being gurus by renting a car and taking photos with it. That was a nice car, by the way. It was a Porsche 911 in Spain. We rented it in Marbella. But eventually it just was not worth it because we were selling, right? We weren't taking any money home, and we were spending all the money, and we were tying ourselves down to like a lot of work. So yeah, it was a lot of work for no money essentially. Right? We were like, all right, we were gonna work with you for like 6 months, man, for like, I don't remember, like whatever we were selling it back then. And then it was like every week we would have a coaching call, an hour each. First we were doing it all together, then we started doing like one by one. And it was like, yeah, it was like literally no money. Like I make way more money now, and the deliverable is way easier. The deliverable is like way easier. It was like now it's like I make a video, right? I sell it for, whatever, 5K, for example, and then I get the video done within like 2, 3, whatever, 4 weeks, and then that's done, right? It's delivered. I don't own them anything anymore. With that coaching thing, it was like we charged less and we promised way more. So it was disproportionate amount of work to pay. And yeah, so that taught me a big lesson that like if I'm ever gonna be doing, any kind of coaching or anything like this, it needs to be like very clear terms, not tying myself down to work and just being very clear.